But the follow-up is usually what my trigger is. How can you wild out and the next day not apologize? There's nothing wrong with, you know what? Nah, I was just a little emotional yesterday. I didn't even mean to do all that. Then I'm like, nah, I get it. But to wild out, overreact, curse, do things that you know, and then like see me and get in my car, whatever, speak to me and be like, why are you so dry?
Because they see nothing wrong with what they did. That's why.
What do you mean why I'm so dry? You just, okay, oh my God, I just yelled for a little while.
Hey, Honesties. Welcome back to another episode of Honestly Though with your host, Zena, a.k.a. Top Tier Z. Today's guest is a friend of the show. He's multi-talented. He's a writer. He's a singer. He's a designer. And he's a proud father. What's up, Moosie?
Pretty
Welcome
good.
back.
I like that introduction. That was pretty good.
Well.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
Thank you. Good to have you back.
Yes.
You've been busy.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Well, you're here with me today, so.
This is part of the busy.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. All right, I'm going to start the show with my Fast Five. I give you 5 questions of this or that. You give your answer. We keep it pushing.
Okay, last time this didn't work out. We were stuck on like question 1 for 20 minutes.
Well,
go ahead.
It's a one-woman show, so it's going to work out because I direct my show.
All right, go ahead.
You know
Do your thing.
Okay. Women, preference. Eccentric / down-to-earth woman or glamorous / high-maintenance woman?
I like both. I like the fake. I like you glamorous in public, but behind closed doors, you kick the heels off and you just want to chill.
But that wasn't the question.
I mean,
it's one or the other. So.
Dang, but that's crazy. I wouldn't pick one. I wouldn't want one that's 100% glamorous or 100% eccentric. But
do like an 80-20 per se.
80. All right. I would say I would want 60%.
You do not listen.
Nah, I changed my percentage. 60% down to earth, 40% glamorous.
Okay. I'm just going to move on. Dinner, steak or lobster?
Lobster.
Okay. Vacation, resort or Airbnb?
Resort. Wait, I'm lying. Airbnb.
Yeah. You're so lucky I didn't call you out on that because I see your Instagram and it's always Airbnb.
Yeah,
so
I'm tripping.
Don't be lying. Jordan's aesthetics, the 1s or the 3s?
3s.
Of course. When having sex. 1 long round.
Why you whisper that? We grown.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize. You know I'm shy.
It's your show.
Y'all know I'm
shy.
No, I know. When having sex, 1 long round or multiple rounds?
1 long round.
How long is 1 long round?
Well, if you want to go into specifics, I like to do a little half and half. That means a little raw, then go get the condom that breaks things up. Boom. Safe sex and little 2-minute break. Hold on, let me go get the condom. Recharge. You know what I mean? that lasts about a good 20 minutes. That's a good round. You know what I mean? Then you can get it in the morning. You know what I mean? Let's just go to sleep. I'll wake you up.
Okay, so 20 minutes. That's a long round? Okay.
No, that's a good round. That's a good round. And you do the second round when y'all wake up in the morning. That's cool. Like a good.
But the morning, it's even shorter, but okay. I'm going to keep it going. Now that we're into your sex life, I want to move into your love life, right? You write a lot of songs about your experiences with women. So
Correct.
I'm assuming you've been in love before.
Maybe.
No, I need a yes or no.
Yeah.
You want to be a mystery. Honestly, though, this is not the place to be a mystery.
Honestly, though, it's not a place to be a mystery. I got you.
I'm going to get you open, okay?
Gotcha.
You've been in love before.
Correct.
Do you think you can fall out of love? And was it ever really love if you can fall out of it?
Yeah, you can fall out of love. I think that loving somebody can be permanent, but the space of being in love, you can fall out of love. If that was the case, then people would still be in love with the person from 14 years old, which is not true. So, you can fall out of love, but you can still have love for the person. You can still love that person.
For you, what's the difference between being in love and just loving someone?
When you love somebody, them being happy makes you feel good. You still want the best for them in all facets. In love, that person is the apple of your eye. You know what I mean? That person can't be the apple of your eye forever while you're on to another relationship. That's just impossible.
I have no words.
You don't agree?
I know, I agree.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, because I'm sure that you were in love with somebody when you were younger, but you might still have love for them from a distance, but you can't be in love with them.
That's the term I always use. Like, I still have love for you, but I'm not in love with you. Like, I don't feel for you that way anymore, but if you ever needed me, I'm there, Do you think it's okay, like, when you're in love with someone else, right? How do you set boundaries to differentiate, like, for example, let's say you were with an ex, you broke up a year ago, but you guys are still cool. Are you friends with exes? Is that a thing for you?
I mean, I think years later it could work, but to be honest, all my exes kind of like, they usually block me because, which is understandable because, as I've gotten older, I understand why they do it.
Why do they do it?
Because they be in love with me. So in order for them to actually I'm serious, in order for them to actually take a big step to move forward, you have to cut ties because it will be like a whole swamp of love if you're like, oh, he's doing good. I said, how you doing? As soon as I hit you with that, I'm doing good. How you doing? You back in and, oh, I didn't mean that. So I get it. You got to cut ties. But yeah, you got to detach. So I understand it. It's a shame though because I know all my exes I still have high respect or regard for. And I know vice versa too. I know if my name comes up, amongst them in any facet, they'll be like, no, he's a great guy. He's a good person. You know what I mean? He's an amazing guy, actually. They probably use that word.
I just get out with you. But I like the self-confidence.
Yeah. Unless you're going to fact check, you just got to take my word for it.
Don't tempt
Unless you're going to DM them like, yo.
I could do some investigative journalism in.
I feel that.
Find at least one ex.
Do your thing.
At least one.
Let me know what they say.
I will.
Part 2. Honestly, though.
I like that. All right, we'll move on from your sex life, your love life. All right. Speaking of love life, you have a new clothing line you're working on. What is it called?
Love
LifeStyle.
So look, I can't believe you said speaking of my love life. Did you do it on purpose? No.
I did.
All right, I'm gonna give you credit for that.
I'm good at what I do.
All right. So that's the new clothing line. It's called LSNY, and the first collection is called Love Life. And there's a double entendre where it's love life while you're still here. Or you could say it a different way as you said it, the love life, your love life. So it was interesting that you said that. But yes, new clothing line, which is coming out in March, is called LSNY, Limited Supply, New York.
What is the inspiration behind the line?
Well, one of my best friends and I, we had started a clothing line called LifeStyle years ago.
I saw you posting it on
and we pivoted. The idea just grew. It was just supposed to be a collection within that clothing line. We had this idea in the summer, and then it just evolved into let's just create a new line. Which is just like we like to call it like the Rock Nation to our Rockefeller, like just something just the elite. You know what I mean? Because now that we have the experiences, the resources, and all of that. And then Love Life is just based on the inspiration from my parents. In the last few years, my parents passed, and I just want people to cherish life. So, you see on the back of this jacket. And
wait, can I see? Yeah, let them see.
I just didn't want to touch the mic.
The mic is movable.
And this is like an awkward... This is like an awkward move right now.
All right, I'll take a picture later.
Back to, Cam and Mace.
Okay, I'll tell them what I see, right? I see 2 angels.
Oh, okay, look. That's the mic. That's the camera.
Yeah, exactly. 2 angels, sun.
Yeah, so those represent my parents as guardian angels. There's a bunch of pieces, but they all represent directly or indirectly my parents. So, that's where it started at. And I was just grateful that my partner gave me the complete creative control to do the first collection, knowing that I just needed to have my heart rooted in it. You know what I mean? So.
What is that like? Like, do you still go to him for like advice or to show him like, hey, what do you?
My partner?
Yeah.
Oh, we speak all the time. Like, he is the fashion guru in his own right. He knows everything about, just everything, manufacturing, who to speak to, all of that. So. We just have a good situation where I could just be creative, sketch things out, come up with designs, and he give me the reel of what it can look like, what it's supposed to look like, the garments to use, blah, 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 blah. So that type of thing.
I'm looking forward to it because you have good fashion style. So.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I like to hear that. I do take time to get dressed in the morning, so I like to hear that.
It shows.
Thank you.
What's going to set this line apart from other up-and-coming brands?
Oof. Dang, it's such a good idea. I just don't want nobody to steal it, but it's really good. So the reason why this is a pivotal moment for me in terms of my creative journey is that everything is now coming together as one. So all the things that I'm good at that I've done over the years, I can now do in one pot.
Which
So,
are?
so you know
Sorry.
I'm gonna get there. You know. I'm gonna get
Of course.
So first of all, the clothing line is gonna be based on collections, and that's why we call it limited supply of New York because it's only gonna be collections and it's gonna run out. Can't if we release something in March, can't try to get it in July. It's not
So
gonna
that's
be there.
exclusivity.
Yes, that is the word exclusivity, and every collection is gonna come with drum roll. Yes,
I suck at these
a
things.
soundtrack. A soundtrack.
Ooh.
So that's when we go in the studio. After this, every collection will come with a soundtrack. So it's like jingles on steroids, where it's like, no, we're creating this music specifically for this collection, and all the content and visuals. We're doing a trailer, like a whole movie trailer, like everything is together. So I'm able to use my creative vision in every angle and put it all together, come up with a dope rollout, a dope event for the launch, all of these things put together. And that's what's going to set it aside because, it's a sound literally. And this is something that we're going to maintain consistently. So then the next release of the next collection will have a completely different theme. And we'll make music completely for that. The visuals will be specifically for that. So that's what sets it apart. And the quality. This is, what I'm wearing now is a sample. The quality of what we're doing down to the tag, to every little thing, it's just gonna be high end. Yeah, it's just gonna be high end and different from what people put out. So even, if I had the hoodie on, I'd show you the hoodie is heavy. Like it's heavy. The hoodie should cost $400 for real.
Wow. Good material.
So yeah, just on that type of tip, the packaging, everything is gonna be high end. So no more just put the garment in the bag and give it to somebody. No, it's gonna be velvet bag, this and leather tag, and so you'll be able to recognize, okay, y'all doing something different. That's why I said it's like the Rock Nation to Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Like now that we have the experience, the resources, let's do it this way.
I like it. It's giving quality. And the rollouts with the different soundtracks, it's like you have to outdo yourself every time.
Yes. That's literally what I tell everybody. Even when we think about the launch event, I say this cannot remind us of what we did before. Anything we're doing, so sometimes I'm meeting different venues and I'm like, we would have did this before. Like, and if we would have did it before, then we can't do it now because it has to be obvious that, oh shoot, yeah, this is level up. This is different. You know what I mean? Because everybody does clothing lines.
Yeah, there's a lot of them
at this time. You know what I mean? So
some just print, some draw, some stitch. They're all different, but I'm looking forward to it. Do you know when the event is going to be?
Well, no, not exactly, but we know it's going to be March, and we'll know pretty soon. You'll be one of the first to get an invite.
Duh. No, thank you.
You said duh?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I was lying. You'll be one of the 12th, realistically.
Okay. He's like, let me humble her real quick. We're speaking about your different loves, right? You're a proud father.
Yes.
Your son has been killing it in basketball based on what I see on social media.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was just talking about today having a conversation with a friend of mine, and I was saying that, kids don't know that they're as important to the parent as the parent is important to them. Mm-hmm. So my kid inspires me. I'm very hard on him. That's a completely different vibe. Some people say I'm chill, nonchalant, but he wouldn't say that.
I feel like, a lot of kids get like the opposite.
Yeah, I'm on his body, but he inspires me. Any good thing that happens to him, he doesn't even know that. Maybe he should. I feel like maybe he should.
Well, tell him.
I'll tell him, but he don't care. He's 17 years. He don't care. He'll understand later. But the point is, any good thing that happened to him, it makes me go back home like, yeah, let me get my shit together. Because not like it's a competition, but the plan has always been since he was younger, like, we need to be lit together.
Okay.
So it's like,
I still want to ask, like, how important is it to lead by example?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Especially when he's doing so well. But you're already taking me there, so continue.
Well, yeah, I had my son relatively early at 20, so we were going through my 20s. I was just super ambitious. I had no chill. It's like, bro, if I'm going hard, you go hard too. We used to have a joke. When he was younger, I used to hit him in the chest mad hard and be like, bro, if I gotta work, you gotta work. So if I was in the studio doing something, I'm like, bro, What you doing? You doing some push-ups? You reading? What you doing, bro? If I'm doing something, you doing something. So
was he like stubborn about it, or was he like
no? He
want to do it?
He was on point. I mean, that's why I think parenting is very important because he literally just accrued my energy and understood. And his mother's like that too. So just like it's just a good space.
You don't have to force it.
I don't have to force nothing at this, but he already know. Don't bring nothing home lower than a 90. He know. I was like, what is this, bro? Like, sometimes I be having to chill. His mother would text me separately.
Like, he's 17.
Yeah, so sometimes his mother would text me to text the report card in a group text. And sometimes I do something. But I'm the dad, and I told that's my role.
Okay,
So I look at the report card, and my first thing would be like, why you got this 87? I'm confused. I thought, like, and he'll talk about, and then she'll text me separately, like, or she'll say in the group text, like, anyway, you did really good, Jalen. And I'll be like, oh, you're right, my fault. Yo, you did amazing. It was a great report card. I'll talk to you about this 87 later. You know what I mean? But he knows. It's excellence.
You were strict. Like,
I'm not strict.
What is it?
Strict is different. What's the definition of strict? Strict is can't do this. You can't do that. I'm like micromanaging at every move. I don't micromanage at every move. I just expect the results. I don't care what you do, how you get there. Okay. If it's not below here, then we're going to have a talk. That's it.
There's a standard, pretty much.
It's very high.
Okay. I mean, for everything in your life, apparently. That's not a bad thing at all. That's a pretty good thing because what's it? High standards protect you from low experiences or something like that?
I never heard that before, but it makes sense.
Oh, well, I'm
I would agree.
That.
High standards protect you from low experiences. I agree.
And what has it been like witnessing your son's growth over time, especially with basketball?
Come on, don't make me cry.
Please cry.
It's been amazing. I don't even know what to think anymore. Mel's knows because he's seeing. I just don't even know, man. I be telling my uncle, I'm like, yo, bro, he's like a girl. You know, my son's like 6'3", 6'4", like 185. Just damn. And every time I talk to my uncle about it, he'd be like, well, if you think that now, imagine when he's 21. He's gonna be like, So I don't know. It's a little sad, because the nest. He just, I told him the other day. I said, yo, why I be talking to you like you're a girl? Like I'm trying to take you on a date. I said, yo, what you got going on Saturday? I said, I figure, maybe we can hang out. I'm gonna be in Philly. We can hang out. He was like, well, I got practice, and then we gotta do the clock for this junior high school game, and I gotta do this. And I was like, okay.
Wait, he lives in Philly?
Yeah, I was like, so I guess let me know when you're free. Maybe next time, so.
Does that make you sad? Like he doesn't.
That makes me sad because I get it. I be remember when it makes me think about how I was with my dad. Like even in my 20s, I'm like, Dad, you're just doing your thing. My dad was probably like, dang, my son is cool. Like, what's up? Hang out with me. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm busy. What's up, Dad? Gotta go. You know what I mean? So it makes me think about that. But, I'm proud of him. I get it.
It's a part of life.
Yeah. It's a transition, but it's the circle of life.
Yeah, my daughter's 8 and I think about it already. Like, what am I gonna do when you're like 16, living your own life?
When she turns...
Please don't do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Do not taint me.
After 11, 12, just count down.
I refuse.
Sober.
No.
Because once they go to junior high school, they go in at 6th grade and you blink, boom, 8th grade. Oh, shoot. Then blink, all right, you're going to high school. Oh my God, my girl going to high school. Blink.
That's the blinks for me.
For real, because every year in high school, kids grow like 3 years. So their freshman and sophomore year, they're completely different.
So one high school year is the one.
Facts. Am I right? Freshman and sophomore year, you look at your kid freshman year and how they are in September their freshman year and revisited their September their sophomore year, you're like, wow. You look at pictures, you're like, wow, you grew up. Sophomore to junior year, you're like, oh, shoot.
Who is this person?
And then by the time they get in the junior year, you're like, you about to leave? You got a year left? And then that's what I'm saying. Now we in a year where it's just he driving, his friends driving, I got to go here, I got to there.
Is he dating? What's your stance on that? What do you mean? How do you know he ain't dating?
Yes.
Like what? He's 17. He's a lit basketball player.
Yeah, he's a handsome guy. Yeah, like,
he's handsome.
What do you mean?
Got good grades. What do you mean he's not dating?
Yeah,
Come on.
But were you dating at 17?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you try not to think about all the crazy stuff you was doing at 17. You try to just be like, all right.
I had one boyfriend, my first love, and that was that. Yeah. So how are you helping him maneuver that? Does he come to you for advice? I don't think so.
No.
Damn, for real?
He's 17. He think he going to. I tell him stuff, but you do your thing, bro. Like, You know, only advice I give him is how to maneuver with women dealing with his mom. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, you know your mom gonna say something. That's the only advice I give him.
What do you mean dealing with his mom?
Like, you know, his mom is hands-on, very much hands-on. So she understands that, you know, he's single right now. He got his ex-girl that he really still deals with. But so sometimes he'll be
his business out like that.
They don't watch YouTube. They're not gonna watch this. They're 17. Like, they watching.
I'm a clip.
They watching content.
No, I'm joking.
No, don't put that.
I'm joking.
So his friend, him and his friend do follow him. Damn, his dad was violated. Nah, but you know, I just be like, yo, don't do that. You know, when it comes to like going out, I be like, yo, bro, you know, you can't tell your mother something last minute. Like, why are you even putting me in the middle of this? Like, you knew you was gonna do this. That type of thing. When it comes to dating. Hey, what am I doing? All right, do your thing.
But use protection. I mean,
His mom and I know that he's sexually active. We don't care. It's just he's smart though, so we know he's gonna use protection. And her thing is just that he's not gonna have sex on her watch. That's what she says all the time. She be like, I don't care what you do, but it ain't gonna be on my watch.
That's such a black thing to say. What? Not on my watch. It's so black.
She said that all the time. Like, so I'd be like, I feel you. Like. I mean, Jalen, she's not gonna just let you chill in the crib like with a girl by yourself. Like, it's not happening. You know, you better find a way to do something outside.
I mean, I guess. Okay, so are you working on new music? I assume with the clothing line and the rollout, right?
Yeah.
Do you like see yourself releasing like an album or like an EP of all the different songs you release?
Yeah, I mean, that's an idea. We talked about that. I might do a Love Life EP. That would really make a lot of sense. You know, whatever we do, we want it to be something that can be translated to be consistent to the future collection. So we might do a Love Life EP in conjunction with the release. We have about 4 or 5 songs. They're really good songs. I mean,
what are they about? Give me like a little
what are they
behind
about?
The scenes.
Well,
you know.
the only song that we're gonna release is really like it has that hips beat, you know, because that's what the young people do these days.
You say hipster beat?
The hips beat, you know that?
What's that?
Is that what you call it? It's really a Jersey, Baltimore type of production, and that's really the real terminology. But I mean, it's all calm and it's all based on a story, quote unquote, that I'm trying to tell with the visuals that are connected with the clothes. It's really intricate. That's why I was trying to tell you, because through afterwards, I'm like, it's really different. That's why I was telling you. I'm like, yo, you'll be able to see that. Oh, okay, it's like there's a storyline with the records and the scenes that we're gonna do that showcase the clothes, but certain clothes for a reason, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, now that you keep pressuring me, and no, I'm joking.
No,
I'm joking. Damn, okay.
It's 26th Street, like 10, 12 minutes away. We all gotta wake up early. I actually hate when adults say that. When you invite somebody someplace and it's late, we all up late, and they be like, I got a job. I be like, what do I look like?
You know what?
Job. Like,
honestly though, did I not text you like, hey, it's 9:30. I know you got work the next morning, and so do I.
Yo, you want to hear something crazy? And they're my witness. I kept this session because I fuck with you. Because what happened, right? Coco said we have it started already. The session started at 9.
Okay.
And I'm here.
Okay.
The producer and the engineer are doing post-production to the beats already, that the things I recorded, they mixing those, and then when I get there, but the engineer, it was only free Wednesday, so I'm like, we all in a group text, I'm like, damn, everybody's only free Wednesday. I'm like, I'm not gonna be there. And this was Saturday, and I had already just confirmed. He was like, so you sure you could do Wednesday? I'm like, yeah. So like Saturday night, Coco's like, well, we said Tuesday and Wednesday. Everybody said, I'm free Tuesday and Wednesday. The engineer's like, I'm only free Wednesday. I'm like, dang. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna cancel on you because we went through this 2 weeks in a row, and I'm like, all right. So y'all good with just going to the studio, doing what y'all do until I get there? They're like, yeah. So it's actually started already. So if it came to like, you know, one hand wash the other, you should come to the studio. I ain't gonna make you feel bad. Well,
okay, I'll come for a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, babe. I gotta get approval from my man because he drove me
here. We already had a little vibe. He from Brooklyn. Even though we don't like bands, like, it's cool though. He gonna rock with us. You know what I mean? He told my man he got a baby mom car, but it's cool. We gonna let that rock. We gonna let that rock because he from Brooklyn. It's cool. It's cool.
We gonna come for a little bit. And your videographer, get me behind the scenes so I can like mesh the content. You get what I'm saying?
No,
okay.
Definitely.
There we go. Peer pressure works. I'm not easily pressured, but
good vibe.
I was like, you said scratch my back, I scratch yours.
No, it's my fault.
Yeah, hold on. I need to touch up I'm hot.
Okay, it's cool. I'm a little hot too, but this is, man, this is my fit, so can't take this off. This is my fit. We just gotta be hot. It's fun. Mels know this. So, a funny thing, I like to tell this story. I don't tell it on camera thing. And I know I don't be the only one, so everybody be like, nah. Yo, when I go into a club, right, Mels, if I have my shades on before I go into a club and it's too dark, I whisper to Mels, I can't see shit, but I'm not taking my shades off because I already walked in with my shades on, right? I be like, nigga, you gonna have to guide me like a seeing out. I walk in, I be like, yo, I can't see shit. Niggas keep saying what's up. I don't know who's who. And I be like, yo, bro, you're just gonna have to walk in front of me and tell me who I said what up to because I already walked in with my shades on and it's gonna look corny to now shades off. It's one or the other. For real, you just gotta do it. You gotta see it through, my boy. You gotta. No, but you're right. Sometimes it's spontaneous. Sometimes we going here and I'm like, shit, it's super dark in here. Nah, I can't. Nah, but that's why I be having Mels. I be like,
Ray Charles.
I be like, Mels, who's that? I be like, who's that? Just so that's cool. That's cool. That's all right. All right, cool. No, I'm not. I do that later. I might do, but you can't. But you can't do it while you're talking to them. You got. You know how bougie you look. You know how bougie. What's good, Moose? That look crazy. I'd be like, let me delete my shades on.
I wish you guys would have waited until I asked you what's if you wear shades all the time. Because you can't retell the story now. It's just not going to hit the same.
Oh, you stopped it?
No, it's still going.
It's good. Give me that clip. That's a good clip. Everybody go through that. Everybody go through that.
I got you. You go get your little personal.
Same thing when it's hot.
I would just be laughing.
When you wear a little varsity and there's a party of fit, you're like, dang, it's hot as fucking here, but gotta keep it on because this is...
That's me right now with this jacket.
If it match your fit...
I can't.
Niggas be like, yo, you go into a spot with a nice like chinchilla or something just fire on with just a tee on it. They be like, coat check. You be like, nah.
What is that?
You be like, nah, I'm good. They be like, you sure? You be like, nah, yeah, I'm fine. You be like, yeah, I'm fine. Whew, it's a little hot.
Coat check my chinchilla because I don't want anything spilling on it.
I don't coat check any jacket. All my coats are good coats if I'm out in the club. I'm not coat checking.
So you rather risk something spilling on it than to...
Facts.
I used to wear coat check, so I'm
losing it, or how about this, losing it, or something crazy happens at the club and you can't run out. That's my biggest thing, to let out. And then you at the coat check with 85 niggas in front of you, you like, oh nah, shit, niggas is shooting outside. Like, I need my coat. Like, that's the worst. Hell no, I'd rather have my coat right there with that little spill. We can go to cleaners, but I'm out. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to my show. Thank you for your performance. Honestly, though, that was really good. I can't stop laughing. My cheeks hurt.
My fault.
Yeah, it's no good.
Come on, get it together.
All right, stop.
You never had a funny guest? The fuck? You never been through this one?
When did you know you were funny? Because you seem to be... No, how did you know, though?
It's the shades. When I take the shades on, I'm serious. That's why I be like.
So you're never serious, though, because you always got your shades on.
Nah, I don't always have. I didn't have my shades on last time I did the show. I should have.
You didn't?
Oh, I did.
Yes, you did.
But those are the translucent joints. Those are see-through joints.
You know, I almost wore shades tonight, but I changed my outfit.
You should have. I
was gonna wear some pink.
You can't have shades.
No, they're pink with like a gold frame.
Okay.
They're not like.
Nah, you was good without the shades.
It was a different outfit, though. You don't know what it was.
Oh, okay. I thought it was with that. I was about pink.
No, that is terrible.
That. I was trying to help you out. I was able to match that, but that's it. But no, with a different fit. I feel you.
I don't need a stylist. Thank you. Like, do you know who you're talking to?
My bad. Honestly, though.
Like, what?
So, honestly, though. Do you have a problem? Is it difficult for you to, as a woman, not as a human, as a woman, to apologize?
No.
For real? That's amazing, because you know that's an issue.
Yeah.
Women really have an issue acknowledging fault and apologizing. And I tell my my cousin, my sister, any female friend of mine, that's my Achilles heel. I understand that women gonna color outside the lines, be over emotional sometimes, overreact. I get it. I'm a grown man. Like I get it. Like things are gonna happen. But the follow-up is usually what my trigger is. How can you wild out and the next day not apologize? There's nothing wrong with, you know what? Nah, I was just a little emotional yesterday. I didn't even mean to do it. Then I'm like, nah, I get it. But to wild out, overreact, curse, do things that you know, and then like see me and get in my car, whatever, speak to me and be like, why are you so dry?
Because they see nothing wrong with what they did. That's why.
What do you mean why I'm so dry? You just, okay, oh my God, I just yelled for a little while. What? So yeah, but you said that you're good at that, so I'll take that. Let me ask you another question. This is good stuff.
I'm in the hot seat, y'all. Honestly though, Moosie's my co-host today.
Nah, this is good stuff. Are you honest about certain vulnerable emotions like jealousy or insecurities? Are you honest with your partner about that?
Yes.
Wow. All right.
We have a very open communication. Like, we talk about everything. Sometimes he talks too much for me. But, like, I appreciate that because I want my man to tell me what I'm doing wrong or what his triggers are, you know? Like, when he stopped talking, then I'm concerned.
We had a conversation.
My man who's not my
summer,
man. Okay.
And we were going back and forth with exclusive dating bullshit. And my attitude was, that is like a facade of a title. There's no fucking such thing as exclusive dating. You're either in a relationship or you're out. Because when you say exclusive dating, now that makes a gray area that anybody can interpret however they want. And I remember we had a conversation, I said exclusive dating is up to you as a person. You can't pour exclusive dating up to somebody else. So if I'm dating somebody and I'm single, and I only want to date you, I don't want to talk to nobody else, I'm exclusively dating you. I can't say we're exclusively dating because they're in a fucking relationship. What is exclusively dating if we're not in a relationship? Because we talked about it. If we're exclusively dating and an ex from years ago who lives in LA comes into town and is like, yo, what's up? I just want to catch up and go to dinner. You can't go to dinner? You can't go on a dinner date with that person? No. Why? Because I'm exclusively dating you. So then that means you're in a relationship. Because if you're not in a relationship, you should be able to say, yo, I know this is a little awkward, but I haven't seen my ex in 5 years. It's nothing like that. We're just going to lunch or dinner or a bar. We could actually all meet for drinks afterward. We just want to catch up. Before I was just like, what the fuck is exclusively dating? I said, can we stop this childish shit?
It's not real.
Can we stop this going steady bullshit? Like, oh, we're going steady. No, you're in a relationship or you're not. Because if you're exclusively dating and somebody fucks somebody else, then you know everybody's response is gonna be like, well, are we together? And that causes for
But that's why you communicate. You have conversations. As you said, it's different for everyone, right? So we come to terms with what's right for us and what isn't. You know, like,
that's true.
We set boundaries. We communicate what we expect from each other.
I think that's the main part, doing what works for you. I think that people try to label or project things that they see from other people, Instagram, and be like, yo, we should be doing things this way. Dating is weird because when you're dating and you're not in a relationship, and this is something I got to work on, soon as you it's like you get addicted to the honeymoon stage of dating. It's like, oh, you date somebody for 6 weeks, and did you just piss me? I ain't even doing this with you no more. and that'd be me. I'm not even doing this with you, know? And then you just be like, oh, no, next. Is just because it's just, you feel like because I'm not in a committed relationship, that'd be my thing. I don't have to deal with this. You think about when you are in a committed relationship, you be like, dang, when I'm in a committed relationship, I always got to deal with these fucking attitudes. I got to deal with her being, silent treatment, all this shit. So then when you're not in a relationship, even though y'all are building and y'all getting closer, and then you start attitude, and you be like, 2 days of attitude, you be like, what? Shorty, we don't even got to do this no more. For real. Honestly, though.
I'd be the one who'd be like, I can't do this anymore. I'm just going to go. And he's just like, shut up.
Nah, I mean,
You're always going somewhere.
I think that there's a difference when it comes to women and attitudes. There's a difference between attitudes and being challenged. I don't like to be challenged. And when I say challenge, I'm not talking about challenge me as a person to make me a better person.
Okay.
I'm talking about challenge me like toe to toe, like what's happening right now. Like,
okay.
In this space, I mentioned this the other day, I need softness. I don't need no girl to help me sharpen my sword when it comes to shit. I'm level 10 to that. I'm with the smoke. I'm with that. I don't need nobody else. Let me prepare you for the ring. No, I don't need none of that. Make me softer. So if you come to me and you come to me with any type of, you challenging me, shorty, you don't get the fuck out of my face. Like, you don't even want none of this smoke. Like, why are we doing this? Like,
so what if you're already in love and then she starts challenging you?
Well, to be honest, that be my issue because I'm like, don't you love me? Why you challenging me? Like, what are you doing? Like, to be honest, I get more insulted and bothered and hurt when somebody knows me and you're doing shit because they be like, knowing me, what type of response you think is gonna happen right now?
Yeah.
Like, everything be about delivery. So, for example,
That's
like,
a fact.
Let me think of an example because I have tons of examples. I sprinkle them in my music sometimes, but I have tons of examples. But let's say we out because I'm exclusively dating somebody, and we out, and the girl I'm exclusively dating felt uncomfortable, was bothered by how long I was talking to some girl that I told her I used to talk to, right? That's a real situation that could happen. Like, because if you're dating somebody, usually you're honest, like, yo, I'm just letting you know, you see shorty over there, I used to talk to her, but don't worry about it. And especially me, because, I've dibbled and dabbled with, some notable people. So sometimes I'm just keeping 100.
AKA, once upon a time.
I'm just being honest.
You were a hoe.
Yeah, okay, sure. How it go, whatever. But anyway, so sometimes, I'll point out, if there's a celeb or somebody that every popular girl, I'm just like, I see her, she turned up on this section, I used to fuck with her. So when she comes to my section, hey, just,
Yeah.
Now, let's say I was talking to her for too long or she didn't like the way we hugged.
Mm-hmm.
If we go home and you like, all right, I ain't gonna lie to you. When you was hugging, you was talking for mad long. I was hurting my feelings a little bit or whatever. Like why was that girl on you like that? Like she was on your dick like way too much. I'm gonna be like, come on, that's nothing. Like nah, she just on my dick. Like I fuck with you. Like stop. Like you know what I mean? She don't got nothing to me. That's gonna be the response. Now if you go home and be like, yo, who the fuck was that? Why the fuck was she? Whoa.
That's a lot. Because I already told you that's someone I used to talk to.
Whoa. Bitch, because my response is already gonna be defensive. Yeah. Now I'm gonna be like, yo, you doing too much. Fuck you mean I'm doing that? But it's always about the approach, right? Yeah. And I think that women, and again, I'm not bashing women, I'm just telling my perspective. Mm-hmm. Women sometimes don't acknowledge or take a deep breath to second guess how they're gonna approach a situation that's emotionally charged. Mm-hmm. And even given the fact that we grown men, so we know that could happen, the next day, that's the apology I'm talking about.
Okay.
So let's say we get into a back and forth because you approached me wild. Now we had a whole bad night going back and forth. We don't fuck. I spent all this bread just to lay the fuck down and be back to back because you pissed me off. The next day, there's nothing wrong with saying, yo, babe, I'm sorry about the way I came. I was probably just drunk and I just didn't like the way the girl was hugging on you.
Yeah, I was a little jealous.
You know what a guy gonna say? Come here, like, I'm sorry, it's all good. But if you the next day go in your shower, so you just not gonna say nothing, you just gonna be silent? What?
Yeah.
That's what gets under my skin. And
I get that. I feel like that you deserve to be bothered by that. Because even as a woman, if the roles were reversed, we wouldn't want that response either. So it's like, why would we approach someone that way? And that has been my biggest challenge. I was sarcastic, and sometimes I'm just not mindful of what I'm saying in my delivery. Mm. And I've been listening and I've been working on it. And
I think apologies work wonders with all types of relationships.
Yeah.
Romantic relationships, friendships, male-to-male relationships, work relationships, family relationships. Everybody is not going to walk a straight line. And that's why I say people color outside the lines. We're all colorful people. Yeah. We all have different days. We all feel differently. We all have different chemical imbalances within us that day based on what we ate the day before. We all are moving differently. Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with, yo, my bad, bro. I ain't even mean to come at you like that yesterday. I was just wilding on. Yo, I ain't gonna front. I felt a little embarrassed, and I feel like I feel like you were trying to play me, so I just, wow, my fault, bro. Like, my fault, sis. There's nothing wrong with that, but people don't understand how strong vulnerability is. You know what I mean? Vulnerability is power because it literally is saying that I can be humble and soft, but still maintain my level of power and strength. Yo, my fault, you know, or any facet of being vulnerable, like, nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I was a little jealous, boy was talking to you a little too much. That shows strength. Like, no, you still that nigga and you let me know. Now I was a little jealous because he was in your face too much, period. Or I was a little jealous because I kind of did want that award and he got it. So I was just in a salty mood. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing that.
You can say it out loud. Like, when you can say it out loud, it's already said. You can't leave it to anyone else to say, you know what I mean? So once it's said...
I'm not gonna lie to you, even speaking about this is gonna make me be a little bit more apologetic to people. Matter of fact, I want you to say it. Say, there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable.
There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable.
There's power in vulnerability. Say it. It's my show.
Words of affirmation?
It's my show. There's power in vulnerability.
There's power in vulnerability.
Thank you. There is. And, you know, you apologize, you tell people, you try to fix things up, and everybody feels better after that situation. You know what I mean? Like, you call somebody that you've had bad blood with for like the last 8 months. Watch how that conversation, and watch how powerful you feel when you get off the phone, because you made that call. You know what? I'm not saying we gotta be friends no more. I'm not saying we gotta be besties, be mad close. I just wanna say that what happened last May, it shouldn't have happened, and we all have our different reasons for doing what I did, but I apologize for hurting you. That was not my intentions. You know how good you feel, even if that person don't receive it.
You're gonna take your own advice?
Yeah, I am. That's what I said. I said it makes me wanna, you know what I mean? But even if that person's like, okay, cool, all right, you still get off the phone like, look.
I did my part. I
was the bigger person. I told that person I apologize, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's love life a little bit. You know, everybody not gonna be here forever. So we gotta start to cherish certain connections that we have because, you know, at the end of the day, and I be having to tell myself that regardless of the materials and technology and investments in life, the only thing that is maintained and consistent and needs to be conquered is how to coexist with other people. That is like there's no technological advance that's going to eradicate that. Yeah. How can you coexist with the next man? I was in church the other day, and the pastor said, God judges you a lot heavier on how you are in community. It's easy to be a great person by yourself. It's easy to, I cleaned up, I gave this homeless man this. It's easy to do that by yourself. But how do you interact with your comrades and your peers? How do you show compassion, grace, and love when, you know, you're around community? Can I
ask you, how do you contribute to your community?
I'm always contribute to my community in terms of service.
Forming relationships, you know,
that's easy.
Interaction.
I think that I started my adult life off with that. I could probably do more, but things are rooted in my day-to-day. I'm a teacher. So off rip, like, I see kids all day.
He's a math teacher, y'all. If you need some tutoring.
I'm not doing that. But, I've been teaching my adult life, and then I think that I do the world a service by being a great parent, because at the end of the day, you have direct control over preparing somebody for the next generation. If you make a good person, if everybody concentrated on making the good people in your household, then, you know, the world would be different. Yeah. You know what I mean? So off rip, just on standard that. But then even these conversations, we all flawed, but I try to work on myself by having conversations with other people about what needs to be worked on. But like I said, it indirectly helps me, like, all right, you know, maybe I should start apologizing more. You know what? I didn't mean to say your fit was fucked up. What I meant to say was, maybe you're not.
I didn't mean to ask who's this when you said what up to me in the club, because I would take my shades off.
You know what? I didn't mean to say your shorty was ugly. I'm saying that maybe you could have made better choices.
So you're working on the delivery along with the apology.
Nah, that's a little, comedic relief. I would never say nobody ugly out loud.
Well, I like your comedy. Thank you for ending us on a high note.
You're welcome. I
am looking forward to your clothing line, to new music from you, and to everything else that you do.
I appreciate that.
Thank you again for
finding the
time, for being here with me. We're going to head to the studio now.
Can't wait. Definitely. But to be honest, it's always a good look because last time you came with me abruptly afterwards, you met a bunch of people.
I did, yeah.
Last time she had me, I always have something to do after this.
Always.
Last time I had a video release event and we all packed up. She was like, what you doing? It was summertime, so it was a little different vibe. Yeah. And he's like, what you doing after this? I'm like, actually, I have a video release. Y'all can all pull up. It was like 15, 20 minutes away. And then you pulled up and you met people.
I met Desi, Fox.
There's so many people.
I met a lot of people, cool people too. So I will come today. Let them know they can find your social media.
Yes, man. My name is Moose. My social media is Moosie Wins, MOOSIEWINS. And y'all could follow our new clothing line page now. It's LSNY.NYC. Limited supply of New York.
Okay, and make sure y'all follow and support.
Yes, honestly though.
Honestly though, I shall see y'all next week. Thank you again, Moosie.
Yes, happy Black History Month.
Yes.
And Valentine's Day.
Oh God.
And Grammy weekend and All-Star weekend and Super Bowl.
There's a lot happening in February.
New York Fashion Week. Facts.
Okay, I'm looking forward to my
and my boy Gunna birthday.
Facts. I shall see you guys next week.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.